week. Welcome to the News Journal Studios. I am Zach Dean. This is Chris Boyle. Hopefully this won't be, but it could be our last video of the year. But Mainland's going to have a lot to say in that, Chris.
Sure will. They've got Carol City coming to town.
Wait, not Central?
No, not Central.
What?
Amazing, right? I mean, you just see them year after year after year. You're a new guy here, so you haven't seen Central come through this way, but
I still make the joke.
Correct. Well done. But yeah, Carol City's coming to town. It's a region final, winner take all. The winner will get either Fort Myers or Charlotte for a spot in the championship game.
Yep.
The stakes could not be higher. It's going to be a great crowd, I think, at Municipal Stadium. I think there's a very heavy contingent of Mainland fans that think that this could be the year, and you certainly see after the way they took apart Sebastian Rivers' touted defense the last week as the game wore on, they may have reason to believe.
Yeah, they picked apart that defense as the game wore on, but a little concerning at first. I mean, it was back and forth, and Mainland kind of got caught up in the emotion. I think it's a good thing, though, that they're at home. That shouldn't happen here. But, I mean, you know Carol City. You've looked at them. How do they beat this team?
Well, I think the big thing is you gotta slow down their passing game. Now it depends on who played quarterback. I mean, last week they needed a backup to finish the game. Lorenzo Floyd came in. He was their starter for the first game and a half or so, and he came in and led an 80-yard drive, threw a 20-yard touchdown to win the game in the final minute. So, you know, there's not going to be a ton of concern, I think, as far as their quarterback and situation is concerned. This is a team that plays out of the gun. They're very fast, as you would expect.
Right.
They've got two very good receivers. Kevon Dingle, who's committed to Miami, a 4-star recruit, had 5 catches for 82 yards last week. And then they have Victor Tucker committed to Charlotte, who caught the winning touchdown, had 7 catches for 95 yards in that game as well. So that's what you got to do. You got to slow them down. This is going to be a great test for Mainland's secondary, which has been a very, very solid unit throughout the entire season.
And I think offensively for Mainland, it's going to be more the same. It's going to be giving the rock to C.J. Wilson at first, and if we can get him going. He had 3 touchdowns last week, ran hard when it mattered, and obviously it's going to come down to who else? Denzel Houston. This could be the final game we see Denzel Houston, illustrious career. Again, like always, if Mainland's going to win this game, it's going to fall on his shoulders. Yeah, and the Miami teams have done a good job in keeping him in the pocket. Last week they had a kid, Carol City had a kid, Yasir Abdullah, a linebacker, with 5 sacks in a game last week against Northwestern. So they're going to try with their speed to keep them in the pocket, to keep Houston rattled a little bit, maybe sees things that aren't there that would normally be there. But yeah, I think Denzel has seen a little bit of everything. He's got plenty of experience. He's played now 8 postseason games in his career. So the stage will certainly not be too big for him come Friday. We haven't even discussed this ourselves yet, but do you have a prediction?
You know, I've not been afraid to pick against Mainland when it's come to this round, and I'm going to pick Mainland to win. I'm going to take them. I think this. I'm starting to believe. I think this really could be their year. Until I'm proven wrong, I think the Buccaneers, they feel it, they sense it, they know that this is a special kid in Denzel Houston.
And their window could be closing.
On the other side of the field, another special kid in Cyrus Fagan. They want to win for these 2 guys, as well as the rest of their senior class, of course. But, you know, I think they're going to win in a shootout. I'll say they win somewhere in the neighborhood of 41-38.
Yeah. I'm perfect this season picking Mainland. Just want to say that.
There you go.
That's a joke, of course. We both picked Mainland. They haven't lost yet. Everybody's perfect picking Mainland. I'm not going to go against them now. This would be a Carol City pick if it was in Miami. But the fact that they get them at Municipal, which I think I talked to Wilson last week, that's a huge advantage for them. I really do believe when you make it this far in the playoffs, having that home field advantage is huge. And the fact that Mainland gets this game in Daytona, if ever they're going to beat a Miami team and get over that hump, it's going to be this year. I'm taking Mainland. They've scored 35 points at least in every game this year. It's not going to stop. 35-28.
And they have not lost a game outside of Central at home in 6 years. It's the only team that's come.
I was in high school the last time they lost a game.
That's the last time they lost a home game to anybody other than Central. So I think they, as you mentioned, playing at Municipal is going to be a big, big factor.
I'm sure we've gone far over, so we're going to have to wrap this up. Happy Thanksgiving week, everybody. We'll see you Friday night. Zach Dean, Chris Boyle, regional finals kicking off Friday night.